We're on YouTube. Nate, if you want to give more opinions on the new TTK, and honestly, dude, if you disagree with me, hey man, you disagree. I'm not mad at you. Those are just my opinions, right? I just don't think the new TTK helps.
No, it's like I said.
You know, you had these old TTK values, Nate, where you and I are playing a game. If you come up against two enemies, you don't have to unload an entire clip to kill one guy. You know, you feel like you're actually doing something in a gunfight. You know, now with the attrition system and the low amount of bullets that you hold in your gun, you know, you just don't feel like you're doing anything, and it doesn't help good players, it doesn't help bad players, it doesn't help anybody. You know, so
like I said, I'm not a good player by any means. Very casual, and it's just, I don't know. It makes it's almost like it's less fun now than it was when I first started, and you know, being someone that's pretty bad at the game, it's pretty telling.
Well, back in the day, you know, I've watched Nate's gameplay. I've played with Nate a lot. Nate's very team oriented. But what Nate was really good at was he's taken a lot of what I've kind of done, and he flanks really well. Nate, start the Conquest Core, because we're trying to show the new TTK values on PS4.
I'm not in a squad, bro.
You're not in my squad? Oh, I'm with Clowns. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I'm with Hot Chocolate. Okay, hold on. I'm not allowed to invite you, so hold on one second. YouTube, give me a second. Know we got a couple people watching, so yeah. Hey, Hot Chocolate, can you invite Uncle Nation 3? Send him a party invite or a game invite. He's in my party. Just send him an invite. Hot Chocolate, I'd love to give get your thoughts on this too, because this is live on YouTube. So, have you played a lot of the game since the new TTK came out about 2 or 3 days ago? Yeah, no, I can hear you. I can hear you. Go ahead. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Just to get you know 2 kills, you gotta empty your clip and then switch your pistol just for 2 kills. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think the biggest problem with the game is, like you said, and I mean the gunplay was good. You know, that was one thing that I didn't complain about. You know, was the gunplay. I thought the gunplay was really, really solid. It was one of the best gunplay games. I've told a lot of my friends, hey man, you need to buy this game. This game's great. The gunplay is fantastic. Yeah, it's got its bugs, but so did Battlefield 5 or 4. So did Battlefield 3. Games like that, you know, they're gonna have their bugs, but the gameplay is really good. You know, I remember I'm trying to get this helmet, right? They came out with they come up with weekly updates for the chapter overture that you get epic, you know, skins or outfits or whatever. And we had tried this, Nate. What did we try this for? What would you say before you logged off out of frustration? What would you say, like 3-4 hours, probably?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, and it was broken, right? So Nate's like, you know what? I'm frustrated. I'm logging off. All right, so we kept playing, you know, and what happened was there was a bug that didn't allow us to fire the JV2 rocket or the V1 rocket. That didn't allow us to do it with a diagonal screen that affected everybody, right? Nobody could do it. Not me as a squad leader. If I passed the squad leader or somebody else, nobody could do it. And we couldn't complete the objective. Okay, now that's bad, but it was day one, so we gave DICE a pass on that. And 2 days later, I log in. I get 9 kills with the JB1 rocket as a squad leader. That's the last thing I need to do for the helmet. And nothing happens. You know, it reset my entire thing. You know, and those are why players are logging off. They're not logging off because of TTK. They're logging off because of bugs like that. So now what we're doing is we're playing Conquest on the old TTK valuation, which we should kill people with one less bullet, and we're gonna see how this gameplay goes. So we got 3 of us in here. We got me, Uncle Nation. We got anywhere from good players to average players. You know, people casual, people more competitive, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna go up here and see if there's anybody up top. Yeah, that's been an issue too. You know, people are, hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're playing with the old TTK. That stands for time to kill. We got a lot of different players in here. We got you know, competitive gamers. We've got players that don't take the game seriously. They don't have time. You know, they work a lot. And then we got guys that just play this game, you know, casually. They're competitive, but at the same time, you know, they don't get mad over a loss or a win. So we got a really good mix of the type of game players in the new TTK. The old TTK. The new TTK is garbage. None of us like it, and I don't think it does the game justice. I think the game has a lot of positives. I don't think the old, or the new TTK, excuse me, does anything positive for any gamer of anything. Thanks for the revive there, Nate. Appreciate it.
Hiding.
Sorry. So we're doing a little conquest here. If you watch my last video, I kind of gave my opinions on the old versus new TTK, which stands for time to kill. The differences between the two. Why I prefer the old time to kill, which I don't think was a problem with the game at all. I think there was a lot of other problems with the game, and why people were leaving. So that's kind of where we're at. We're just playing Conquest. Not a game mode I really typically play a lot, even though I know Battlefield's known for it. I usually like Operations now that has been released. So yeah, you know, I'm a 2.12 KD now. I was a 2.15 until the new TTK. So we'll see what happens. I use a semi-auto. This is a semi-auto assault rifle. So I can only heal myself one time. And outside of that, you know, it was a 4-shot kill. Now it's a 5-shot kill, which lessens my attrition. I flank a lot, as you can kind of see here in my gameplay. I like to flank. I like to kind of surprise the enemy. Makes it a lot more difficult to surprise the enemy when you're when you have to shoot them one more time, based on ammunition, things like that. So enjoy the gameplay. We'll kind of see what happens here. We're gonna try to defend this little objective here. Cut them off at the front. Again, I'm used to grand operations. Usually there's an objective like right around here. So this is kind of all new for me. I don't play a lot of Conquest. Got a sniper shooting at me here. Try to get away, which I was able to do. We're gonna go down to E. Nope, looks like E is good. B is good, E is good. Get some more health here. see what happens. E's getting lost now, so this is again with the old TTK. You should see me, yeah, so the old TTK, or the new TTK would have not allowed me to kill that guy as quick. I'd had to shoot him one extra time. That tank is disabled if anybody wants to blow that up. Yep, there we go. Okay. Alright. That was a good play by him. Let's see if I get a revive here. I don't want my teammates to kill themselves, so. Uncle Nation's pretty good at revives, but I don't want him to die trying to revive me. Plus, I've dropped underneath the bridge somehow, which is interesting. Playing with Hot Chocolate _ Rio and Uncle Nation 3. Good guys if you ever want to play with them. They're a lot of fun. I'm going to try and spawn on one of these guys. See what we can do here.
Not me.
I'm going to spawn a little bit further behind. Now we're still trying to get that helmet, but right now there's a glitch in the game that doesn't really allow us to do that. So we don't really want to waste any more of our time trying to get the epic helmet. I fell to my death. That was bad. I'm so used to Battlefield 4, 3, Bad Company, any one of them that allow you to pull a ripcord and have some sort of throw a grenade at that guy, see if we can get him. Good gunplay by my teammate there. Yeah, see, that would have taken me an additional shot with the old, or with the new TTK. I only shot him 4 times. I would have taken 5. It just makes this gun a lot more viable. I'm an M1A1. I like semi-auto guns. That was 4 shots again. I missed my 5th. Yep, there we go. This whole TTK just feels a lot better. Feels a lot smoother. The gunplay feels better. Nate, stay there. I'm gonna pick you up. Your gun just feels like you're actually, yeah, no problem. The gun just feels like you're actually doing something. Whereas with the old with the new TTK, it just feels like you're spinning your wheels, so to speak. You don't feel like you're doing a lot of damage. I'm 5-2, not doing great, but not doing horrible. I don't usually play Conquest, I usually play Grand Operations. Ah.
Underneath the bridge, that guy got me.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy laying down with a, looks like a bipod. Oh, he's just laying down right there. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing we can do there. in Kildare with the old TTK or new TTK, it doesn't matter. You know, I don't get mad now when I die with the old TTK, though, because I know that that guy either outplayed me or he was in a better spot or whatever it may be. I just don't get upset. Because I know the gunplay is a lot more fair, so...
Enemy hit 108.
Hey, you probably hit 2 enemies then.
We now control enough objectives to sway the outcome of this battle.
Ich habe eine Granate für Sie.
The guy laying down with the K7. I will say that is a problem with the Battlefield experience right now. If there is a problem with the gunplay, even if it is the old TTK, is the amount of bipod players. I feel like if you're using a bipod, that's fine. I get it. You know, you're trying to be defensive, which these guys are doing, and that's great. I just feel like they're too prominent in this game. I don't know if they need to lower the amount of bullets that they use or what it is, but like I just take a shot in the dark there. Where's this guy at? I was killed by a guy laying down the bipod. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not playing well either. I mean, I'm a 2.12 KD, but there's a lot of bipods. When you get on a bridge like this, it's just all bipods. It's all bipods and snipers. Nobody's any good at shooting. It doesn't seem like in this game. There's another problem with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot my gun. Just press R2. Oh, it actually didn't do it that time. Usually it'll pull up a menu, which is frustrating. Worsens my gunplay. Yeah, so in the new TTK, I would not have been able to kill that guy with 4 shots like that. There's a lot of them down there. Also, problem number 986 with Battlefield. In every other Battlefield game, you're not allowed to spawn on your friend when they're in a gunfight. In this game, it seems like you are, which goes against everything that Battlefield has stood for. You cannot spawn on your friend or squad mate when you're in a game. Or a gunfight, excuse me.
Attention, we are losing objective Emil.
Let's see if we can get behind these guys. Yeah, that's 4. Normally that would not have gotten a kill. I would have had to use 1 more. There's 4 again. and I was able to protect the objective. So that's a really good sign of the old TTK versus the new TTK. Right there, I was able to hold off the objective with just a semi-auto rifle. Chocolate, Uncle Nation, you guys getting the same kind of thoughts that I'm getting here? Does this feel a lot better to you?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's alright, man.
Posten, da ist Gefahr!
I just feel like the gunplay feels a lot more satisfying. You feel like you're actually doing something.
Vorsicht! Seht euch das an!
I got you. Hold on.
Ich flick dich zusammen!
Thank you.
Yep.
Attention, we have now taken objective data.
I was killed by an airplane. Somebody pick me up.
Ich bin verletzt! Hilft mir jemand?
Thank you.
Objective Emil has been lost. Objective Friedrich is ours.
I was killed by a shovel. Really? From a guy that was 20 meters away from me. That's interesting. Okay. That's a bug. That's why people are leaving your game. Not because of the TTK, but because of shit like that.
Ah! Sanitäter!
I mean, I think everybody saw that. I'm 15 meters from that guy and he kills me with a shovel, which is not a weapon that you can actually throw. It's a melee weapon only, and I was killed from, 15, 20 meters.
Gefährlich, oder?
Probably like 15, 20 feet, but you get what I'm saying.
We are now losing objective Friedrich.
Oh, boy.
I fucked that up. See, I'll take those deaths because that makes sense. I was outplayed. He got out. I was flanked.
Thank you.
Hallo? Sanitäter? Ich sterbe!
No, you're good. You're good. But those are the type of plays that I don't get upset about. If you've been watching my gameplay, I'm not doing great, but I'm 20-7.
Da drüben! Das ist verdammt gefährlich!
Attention, we have lost objective Friedrich.
Well, can't do anything against that. Again, I'm okay with that. They killed the other guy in 4 shots. I'm fine with that death.
Scheiße, helft mir!
I got him.
Good job. We've taken objective Gustav.
I got them all. They're all dead.
We have taken objective.
That's the old TTK. I love it. It's so much more satisfying. Like, I can flank. I can do well. You know, the new TTK would not allow me to do that.
Ah, shit, I picked up the wrong gun.
No, we have lost objective Dora.
Nate, doesn't this just feel like better?
Da drüben, bleib wachsam!
I mean, you got 4 kills with the old TTK. You know, you were struggling to get 1 because everybody's a sponge. You know, this is just a much more enjoyable
Da
experience.
drüben ist Gefahr!
Yeah.
D-Merc, can you make me squad leader, please?
Objective Gustav has been lost.
Vorsicht! Seht euch das an!
Nate, let's go to G.
Be alert. Objective Caesar has been lost. Good. Objective Dora is ours now.
We'll double kill flank right there. Using the old TTK, I love it. That's good gunplay. That's why I love this game. I'll never play the new TTK values ever. Ever. If they create a new playlist, I'll never play it. I don't want to play it. I'm not interested in playing it.
Objective Anton is lost.
Nate, if they come out with a old TTK versus new TTK playlist, are you ever playing the old TTK? Or the new TTK?
No.
No. No. Absolutely not. And I would consider you a new player to the Battlefield 5 experience. And he's not playing the new TTK.
We are losing objective Dora.
Hey, D-Merc, make me squad leader. See, this is another problem.
Ich versuche
You know,
meine
I
Granate.
request to be squad leader. Like, request order, and it doesn't request order. Request order, it doesn't request order. You know, it's frustrating.
Ist Gefahr, Vorsicht!
There you go, D-Merc, thank you. D-Merc, drop a JB1 bomb. Drop a bomb, drop a bomb. L1 and R1, L1 and R1, L1 and R1, L1 and R1. It should put up binoculars.
Something's coming in.
Objective B.
Yeah, that's a JB2 bomb. I just don't think it's... Vehicle hit 0. Huh. It actually gave me 0 hit marker. That's funny.
Objective Bertha has been lost.
See, he needs to be firing his JB2 rocket.
Gustav is ours.
Let's go to F.
Taken objective Caesar.
Open a bottle of wine here. Nate's a Battlefield veteran. Let's be very clear. I'm sure Hot Chocolate is a Battlefield veteran. I mean, you got a lot of veterans here.
There's a lot of heat coming from F.
Objective Emil is lost.
I killed 2 of them. I knew there was a guy that was going to kill me on the left, but I wanted to kill one of them.
Stay alert. Objective Caesar is lost.
This just feels so much more satisfying. Like I don't feel like I have to shoot guys 1,000 times before I get a kill. You know, and that just makes the game better.
We have now taken objective Dora.
You know, it's satisfying gunplay. When you outflank your enemy, are you winning the gunfight? If you have good aim. If you should win those every time. Not some of the time, every time. If you have good aim. That was a good shot by that guy. He's using a Seb's ladder. That was a good shot.
Lass dich nicht sterben.
There you go, D-Mert. And there you go, and you get a W. You know, that game's supposed to be played. That is the way the game is supposed to be played. That is Battlefield. That is a good feeling game. It's got its bugs, and I get that, but that's the way the game is supposed to be played. That's when it feels good. You know, I've seen Nate get 20 kills in a game, and with the new TTK, he's getting 0 to 1. I've played the game, I've gotten 118 kills. I'm struggling to get 20, 25. You know, it's not good game. It's not good gameplay. You know, and this is this rewards players that do a good job flanking or whatever it may be. You know, this is the way the game's supposed to be played. That was very satisfying. I didn't get mad about any of my deaths. And this is not a hardcore mode. DICE is trying to turn this in to a hardcore mode. This is not hardcore. Hardcore is 1 or 2 bullets and you're dead. It's not 4 shots from a distance and you're dead. That's not hardcore mode. There's no HUD in hardcore mode. It's all sound based. You know, stuff like that. This is not a hardcore type of gameplay. You know, this is the way Battlefield was designed. And if you're gonna use a new TTK, then what you do is you say, hey, this is what we're trying to do. We're experimenting with this. I'm gonna back out. I'll back out. Hot Chocolate, I'm gonna invite you again. This is what you do to get your game more balanced. If you want a new TTK, then you create a separate game mode. Right? All right. So Nate, let me ask you this. You haven't been playing Battlefield as long as I have, right? So let me ask a newer player. Nate just picked this up, Battlefield 1. He's played a little bit of Battlefield 4, maybe, maybe not. But if it is, it's less than a couple hours. So if you walk into a brand new game. All right, Nate, let's say that you've never played a Battlefield game before. And you come into a game mode and you see Conquest, you see Grand Operations, you see Front Lines, you see all of this, Team Deathmatch. And then on the other side, you see Team Deathmatch Core, Grand Operations Core, Conquest Core, Front Lines Core. Are you going to be confused? Are you going to even know what to go into? Are you going to know what core stands for? what are you gonna get into?
Yeah, like I'm not gonna know what's what. I mean, what's the difference? I don't know.
Yeah,
would
right. I
assume
mean, how would you
I
know?
would assume one would be better than the other. I don't know.
Right, but you don't know what makes one better than the other, right?
Right.
Like the difference in valuations. If you look at Battlefield or any first-person shooter game, Nate, have you ever played a game where the time to kill valuations were different across the platform? Like you've played a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, right? Every gun does the same damage, whether it's a pistol, a shotgun, an assault rifle, a semi-auto rifle. All of them do the same damage. If you shoot somebody in the head, it's 1 kill, right?
Right.
So they all have the same time to kill, essentially, right? So the game like this, now you have 2 separate game modes. And I think that's the problem.
Yeah, that's dumb. I got the double wheel here. I'm gonna have to fucking restart.
You want to play Overwatch or Rainbow Six Siege? And we'll just play like casual in Siege?
Negative.
Okay. I'm down with that. I was just asking. Just in case.
I'm gonna restart here, and if I get it again, then I'm just gonna call it.
And call it? I don't want to call it. Do you want to call it? I don't want to call it. What show, Nate? What show?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
New Girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
not a avid New Girl watcher.
Oh, you love it though. It's a great show.
It's a good show. I haven't watched it in a long time. The hell?
So Nate, if you were to grade, which Battlefields have you played? Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna have you come in. I'm gonna have you come in the family room. I'm gonna do a new YouTube thing. All right. So what we're gonna do now? I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna back out of this channel. I'm gonna start up a questionnaire with Uncle Nation 3, casual gamer, and we're gonna ask him a couple questions, and we're gonna kind of go from there. All right. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes.